Take 47. What's going on? Travis Payne here. I'm here to talk about my concussion. So back in 2021, surfing Mavericks, I fell on a wave I probably shouldn't have taken off on. Slapped my head against the water. Initially, big bright white flash that you get when you hit the water. But I was still conscious. Came up, I was okay. A little bit of a headache that night, but no real significant signs. About a week later, I went up north with a buddy of mine to do some tow surfing. Same thing. Fell on a pretty sizable wave, slapped my head, but this time completely confused, didn't know where I was. I actually thought I was back at Mavericks. I came up just super disoriented, but then started to feel a little bit better. I did have to drive about 6 hours home, and that's when I started to kind of notice some symptoms. Photosensitive, sensitive to light, all the oncoming cars. I had to put sunglasses on to drive home. A little bit nauseous, definitely more irritable. Being a paramedic, I understand the symptoms of a head injury, and I knew I probably shouldn't have surfed a week after I hit my head the first time. I knew the treatment I needed to get. I knew the hyperbaric chamber was a really good option, but finding a hyperbaric chamber and trying to figure out insurance and everything else, it was really difficult. And then also looking at a computer screen and dealing with a head injury was really tough. I reached out to Audrey, who has always been pushing the head injury kind of thing since before all this happened for years. So I knew that she was the right person to reach out to. So I reached out to Audrey. She started the ball rolling in the right direction. She put me in touch with a nonprofit and Anne Marie, who was great. They didn't want me to lift a finger. They said they were going to handle everything. I did end up calling a hyperbaric treatment center to see if I could get myself in. I had a really hard time. They wanted me to go jump through all sorts of hoops and stuff before they could approve me to get into the chamber. I kind of got frustrated and gave up. I ended up calling Anne Marie, letting her know kind of what had happened, and she told me not to do anything else and just she'll call me back. Within 20 minutes, she had an appointment set for me at that hyperbaric chamber. So she was able to kind of be the muscle and get me the treatment that I needed right away. I was in the hyperbaric chamber 12 hours after I got back, and the treatment itself, the hyperbaric chamber, it was amazing how much different I felt after the first 2 treatments. Immediately felt better. So as far as the treatment goes, hyperbaric chamber was great. Not only did they get me treatment, but they followed up a lot. I got a lot of emails. I got a lot of phone calls, checking in, making sure everything was going smoothly. How was I feeling? Any other symptoms? Along with, tons and tons of information about supplements and things I could do after the hyperbaric chamber to help me with the head injury. Everything's been great. All the vitamins and stuff that I've been taking have really been helping. I'm still taking them. It's 2023 now, and just a huge plethora of information that I didn't have to pay for. Everything financially, I was able to get an endorsement for their athlete program. So I didn't have to use my insurance. I didn't have to deal with that whole thing. I even got my wife into the treatment herself. Awesome experience. They did everything for me. I never had to lift a finger. Thank you guys.